Hello friends, welcome once again to the channel. I wanted to make this video to address in response to some of the claims that you are hearing and also to speak about what Dr. Conrad Vine had shared with me. Now, this response is coming on the heel of a merch that I had made a couple weeks ago with Dr. Conrad Vine on the merch, his face on the merch. I'm going to tell you how this came about. So I want to be very transparent in today's video and tell you what's going on with it and what done happened and what has been the difference. I did this on for one of my videos that I had done for Dr. Conrad Vine, and I was speaking about Go Rogue, Grow Broke, and I was actually supporting Dr. Conrad Vine for the position that he took when it comes to addressing the errors of the church in the light of Pestilence 19 and the AdCub statement. So I put a video together and I used this thumbnail here, and I did this myself. So when I use the thumbnail, there's an Adventist group that I'm a part of on Facebook. Some of the people there were like, what? Why can't you put this on a t-shirt or something, right? T-shirts or a hat. We will use this to support and protest against what the GC has done, especially some of the conferences that has canceled Dr. Conrad Vine from their symposium. We would like to support and protest with this kind of t-shirt. I said, yeah, I can put it together because it's my thumbnail. So I said, fine, I'll put it together and you guys can use it for whatever purpose you want. Now, this is where I made a mistake. Okay, so the mistake that I've made here, I did not get permission from Dr. Conrad Vine. So Dr. Conrad Vine did put out a statement, and I'm going to read it to you. And I'm going to tell you what else he shared with me personally as well. So this is the statement. So Dr. Conrad Vine posted this, and it was shared by Amazing Word Ministries. I didn't even know about it until I heard it being talked about, and some people sent it to me as well. Dr. Conrad Vine says, this is a clarification. I have nothing to do whatsoever with whoever produced or sold any such merchandise. I don't know why. I don't know who is doing this. Nobody asked me anything about this. And this is fact. I did not ask him for this. And this is in direct reference to what I've done. These appeared online and people told me that my image was being sold. I have no financial arrangement whatsoever with whoever is producing these merchandise items and do not receive any financial benefit from the sale of such merchandise. I have a YouTube channel. It is for identity protection purposes only and is not monetized. I also sell nothing on any website. May God have mercy upon us all. God bless Dr. Conrad Vine. So this was the statement directly from Dr. Conrad Vine, and everything he says here is true. I did not ask for permission. And I did do the merch myself, but I want to tell you a few more things you probably don't know. Again, the merch specifically we're talking about is this one because he had his face on it. So was this the right move from me? No. I will say this was not smart. This was irresponsible. So therefore, I take full accountability for this. I don't blame anybody who said, could you do this so that we can use it? The people were being honest, so I don't put any blame on them. So I take full accountability for this. And I want to publicly apologize to anybody who's been offended by this. And what you also need to know, I've already gotten in touch with Dr. Conrad Vine and apologized to him privately as well. And I'm also going to give you a little bit of what that conversation was all about. So for the people who are hearing about this and got offended because of this merch, and the people who felt some type of way about me and the channel and what we do here because of this merch, I want to apologize to you. The apology is because I did not get permission from Dr. Conrad Vine before I put this out. It was not for the purpose of financial gain. I was thinking more along the line of protesting and supporting the ministry of Dr. Vine as well. So some people might be asking, you made a lot of money from this. So let me share a few things with you. Uh, when you go underneath one of my videos, for example, this is one of my videos, right? Somewhere underneath, and it doesn't show up all the time. Sometimes it will show. Right now, it's not even showing. You might see some T-shirts pop up, right? And sometime at the end of the video, I used to put them at the end. Um, Not all the time. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. You can go on my store. So if you go to one of my videos, you might find T-shirts posted underneath. The thing with these T-shirts, or even hats or a mug, you gotta be careful with what's underneath in the light of what's in the store. So the way the shop works is, for example, I use Spreadshop for my merch, and this is not something I own. So we use a third party class to a third party store to promote a merch. All I have to do is put the merch on there, and they will promote it, and they will sell it. So when it comes to shipping and handling and everything, they take care of all of that. So for example, if you go to the store, you will not find a Dr. Conrad Vine um, image. The reason that is because in the light of all the noise you might be hearing from some people, this has been taken down like 2 weeks ago. This was only up, this image you are hearing about, this was only up for probably a week. So now you might be asking, how much money did I make from this? I don't really know because I took it down in a matter of a week. So it barely got promoted. Um, so if anything, probably two shirts might have been sold, each one of these t-shirts. And I will show you, for example, 2 shirts. And I think maybe a hat might have been sold. And I still don't even have the record. For example, if you come here, you see this, you see the price of this. And I'm being very transparent here so you guys understand how it works. And I would recommend people who are running YouTube to always have a spread shop. It's always a good thing to do so that you can promote the message you believe in. And it's not a bad thing. Some people make a big deal about this, like it's a bad thing to have a business online, like it's an evil thing for an Adventist to do this. I said that's not actually evil. I think the people who are saying this, I think they're either ignorant or they don't know how the internet works. But here's the thing. What you have here, like you see the price here, right? 32 plus shipping and handling. So out of that 32, let's just say a person chooses to buy this. Well, what's gonna happen is that over 90% of this doesn't come to me. So out of that 32, I might see $5 or at the most $6. So for a $26 t-shirt, I might get $4 from that. A $28, $4 t-shirt on that. For the hats, for example, it's like $3 on that. These are honest numbers I'm giving you. So for the Dr. Conrad Vine units, if I had sold any of them, which I don't even have record of that because it's been canceled, and when it's canceled, they don't even keep record of what's been sold. And this online shop doesn't really make money. It doesn't. I only have it for about 6 months. I think at the most, I may have sold probably 20 units. So if you were to put that money together, we're talking about maybe a couple dollars, really. But this is not something. What you're hearing online and the noise that you are hearing and the reality of things are not the same thing. There are some people who use stuff like this to make a huge deal and preach an entire YouTube video about, oh, look at this. It's crazy. It's like they're making a mountain out of a molehill. It's not even that serious. If you speak to me and I will share this matter with you, I can give you all the records you need to know. You will realize it's like, really? Like, that's such a big deal. It's not a big deal at all, at all. So I've been a supporter of Dr. Conrad Vine. I have supported him. And one thing that's interesting, because when I was speaking to him, I did speak to Dr. Conrad Vine and spoke to him. He's been paying attention to a lot of what we are talking about online when it comes to the situation that he's engaged in. He's been watching the YouTube channels, the many channels. He even watched my channel. And when I said to him that I apologize for not getting your permission for doing this, I'm gonna share you what his response is quickly. It was very clear in his response that he's been He's been on top of the game. So he knows what's going on and how his name is being used and who is doing this and what he's doing that. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of people who are talking about Dr. Conrad Vine, Dr. Conrad Vine does not support them. He does not support a lot of their claims. Um, when it comes to some of the contents that I've made about Dr. Conrad Vine and his stance and the things that he's going through, pushing his contents forward and everything like that, being a support to him and his ministry, this is the response that he gave me after I apologized. So this is an official response. And I'm not going to tell you too much because he sent me a lot more, but I'm not going to tell you too much. He said, "Hi, brother. No hard feelings. I value your ministry and Christian spirit in your discussions." And then he went on to say some other things about people that are saying things, and I think it's best not to share that. So this is a direct response from Dr. Conrad Vine after I've apologized to him privately. He's already forgiven me for that move, and he totally understands. And I'll tell you the other thing that's very interesting when I talk to Dr. Conrad Vine also is this. At the end of our discussion, Dr. Conrad Vine said this. And again, this is, you see, 14 minutes ago. We just had the discussion. And I'm not telling you everything we spoke about. I'm just telling you the ones that I think is worthy to share with you. So he said to me then, "So no hard feelings. Okay, you are a brother in arms in the arena. I salute you for that. Feel free to continue selling the merch if you want. Have a blessed Sabbath." This is a direct permission from Dr. Conrad Vine. If I want to continue to sell the merch, I can do so. This is full permission from the man. But guess what? I said to him, no, it's best not to do that because the well has been poisoned by a lot of people with evil intent. They already said a number of things. I think it's best to leave that matter alone because, again, when you speak to Dr. Vine, his spirit is not in any way aligning with the spirit of those with evil motives who wants to either discredit the channel and speak all kind of public stuff. It's a shaming tactic, okay? And the goal is so that Advent Media doesn't get public noticed. Some people are trying. But I'll tell you something. God is blessing this ministry. And he continues to do it. Some people are using Dr. Conrad Vine's words to bring division. They were weaponizing his ideas. I've seen it all throughout the videos. When you speak to Dr. Vine, that is not what he intended. He never intended for this to take place. What most people don't know, Dr. Vine is a close friend to Dr. O and his wife, all right, Desiree. Dr. O is a close friend to me. So we have that relationship. So I'm getting information. So I'm not a close friend to Dr. Vine, but I know people who really are around his circle. I was invited to a Zoom call where Dr. Vine was on the call and we were discussing a number of things. So there's some form of a relationship there, indirectly, of course, but it's not a direct face-to-face, one-on-one relationship. That is something that I think has to happen in the future as we speak. And me and him are in conversation right now. Hopefully it goes somewhere. I would like to see him on AMC to share some stuff with him and to even have him there to share some things with us. So most people who make it look like Pastor James and Dr. Vine are in opposition, that's just fake news. That's just fake news. It's not even the way at all. I had Andy Roman on the channel. Andy Roman is a close friend of Dr. Vine. And Andy Roman was sharing things with us on our channel about Dr. Vine. So if you haven't seen that, you can just go on the YouTube channel and type Andy Roman. We did a whole interview with my wife and himself there as well. So it was very, very good, very interesting. If you go on a live, so in this video right here, I hope you can see it. Let me make it bigger for you. Dr. Vine canceled. There he goes right there. Stephen Boer, Advent Media Messenger. Advent Messenger was also with us. That's Andy Roman, close friends of Dr. Vine. Dr. O, who's been on our channel several times, close friend of Dr. Vine. So he's telling me what's going on in the mind of Dr. Vine and sharing some things with me as well. So when I bring certain videos to you, I have a perception of what's going on. And the reason Dr. Vine either heard about the merch is because of the way people are talking about it. And they made a huge deal about it in such a negative way, which I don't think was necessary. But I'm man enough to come out and say, yeah, I apologize for people who are offended in the steps that I took for, putting out the merch. I don't think that was wise. I don't think that was wise. I should have spoken to him directly, which is exactly what I said to him. And again, all his words, no hard feelings. It's not that serious. No hard feelings. Okay. So, and he even says you can sell the merch if you want to. I chose not to because of the confusion that's already out there. So it's best to leave it alone. But again, the man has been watching my content. Dr. Conrad Vine has been watching Advent Media Connect. So some people who want to make a huge deal and about this, I'm telling you, Dr. Conrad Vine supports my ministry. Supports my ministry. And he values what I've been sharing on the internet about him. So tell the opposition this. When you hear them talking, tell them at the end of the day, that, my ministry is not a negative run ministry. We trying to connect with people. Advent Media Connect. The goal now is not only to teach, preach, and do testimonial segment, but the thing is to build relationships. And I've been doing that. I've been building relationships with all types of people that I like and dislike, agree or disagree with. We've had Methodists on here who had perspective about the Sabbath, and we sat down and we had a discussion. I plan on talking to another kid, that one kid who I want to call him a kid, but the pastor who had resigned from his position, who has been resigned. I'm planning on bringing him to the channel. So there are others that I'm bringing to the channel as well. So I will bring people that I agree with, disagree with, people who wants to share their testimony and stuff like that. The goal here, we're building relationships. We want to see the body of Christ come together. And that's what I've been doing. So there are some people, they want to destroy relationships. Some people are building walls, but some of us are building bridges. I'm building bridges. I'm reaching over. I say, come over this way. Let's connect. So I've invited a number of people to this channel, and I'm going to keep doing that. And I'm hoping and praying Dr. Conrad Vine will join us one day. That's up to him, but I'm hoping and praying that he will join us one day. I'm praying about this. And I tell people, if you ever want a platform where you can talk and be yourself, you wanna sit down with a person you can build a relationship, somebody who can listen to you. I don't care what view you have. Whether you are on the same page with me or whether you are not, I probably will platform you. I will bring you here and let you say what you need to say. I don't believe in censorship. I believe more conversation is better. I believe in talking about our issues. I believe in connecting. This is what Advent Media do. We connect. We contend for the faith, but we connect because at the end of the day, we are one family. We may have different views and different positions on certain things, and that's totally understandable. But at the end of the day, we are brothers and sisters. So people who make a huge deal about stuff like this, I would say you need to be careful with these individuals. The people who are doing stuff like this are promoting these type of contents in the hope to bring division and to create an atmosphere of negativity in your mind. I say you need to stay away from them. Okay, that bitterness, unforgiveness, and rage and total dark spirit that you are hearing on the internet, and they're using my content, and some of them are using my face. You know what's crazy? I get criticized for using Dr. Conrad Vine face on a t-shirt. Some of them use my face on their YouTube channel all the time to promote their contents. Now, have I ever done it? Yes, I have. It's part of the ways to appeal to people. But some of them are using Advent Media for clickbait. I know who they are, but I don't care. It's fair game. This is just what we do, right? I'm okay with that, and I totally respect the game. But a lot of time, what they are doing is they're trying to get viewership as well. Am I against viewership? No, I don't think it's wrong to have viewership. I don't think it's wrong to monetize your channel. I don't think it's wrong to own a store. I don't think it's wrong to even wear a hat. I don't think it violates the health message nor the dress we form. That's not, we don't read that in the Bible. There's no verse for it, apart from the figment of somebody else's imagination. So just be careful with the way you are processing messages on the internet. Be careful with a lot of what people are saying. What you are hearing and what it actually is not exactly correct. So here is a message directly from Dr. Conrad Vine, where he is forgiveness. No big deal. We good. Sell the merch if you want to. So you're hearing one thing from a group of people, but when you speak to the heart of the man, you find that it's not that serious of a thing. When you come to me, I can tell you, oh yeah, it's probably here. Here's all. These are all my designs. These are all the designs that I have. This is a new store. I have 2 pages of designs. Yeah, the one that I'm wearing right now, Sunday is not the Sabbath. Here is the design right here. It's not that serious of a thing. Like owning one of those is good, but if you think you're gonna get rich of these merch, no, you're not gonna get rich off of that. This is for the content of this is for the purpose of promoting the truth and starting conversation. Wearing these T-shirts has helped me to start conversation with people who are not of our faith. End up praying with people, cancel culture, stuff like that. Sunday is not the Sabbath. God over government. Advent Media Connect here. We ought to obey God rather than man. So I put those on the front, on the back. And the goal is to walk with the gospel, friends, is to walk with the gospel everywhere you go. Be strong in the Lord. I had one about Jesus I had one called Jesus Christ. I took it down, but I'm working on putting it back up. I had one called Jesus Christ, where I had a conversation with a young lady where we ended up praying for her and everything like that, just because she saw the name Jesus Christ. This is the purpose of these merch for the most part. It's like an evangelistic outreach for the most part. You don't make much money with this. I tell people, yeah, you can have one of those. It's good. But if you are trying to make money online over this, you're not going to make much. The good thing is I have some people who are standing with us. We do receive donation here. We don't take tithes. We don't take tithes from people. We don't accept offering. We don't do that. That's what some other people are getting, but we don't do that. But if a person donates to this channel, it takes care of the contents that you are hearing. And that's why I tell people in this channel, I can promise you at least 2 videos a day. And in the midst of that, you're getting some live streams, you're getting some discussions, and anybody who wants a platform to speak, you can come. Just talk to the many people who's been there. James is an easy to get along kind of guy. I'm a very friendly individual, and I'm easily reachable. I have my email, my phone number. You call me and text me. You will get in touch with me. I will talk to you just about anything. So the goal here, we want to connect. I don't want to disconnect. Some people want to disconnect and confuse you. That's not what we are doing. We've been doing this for way too long. It's time to build stronger relationship as Christians, not more division. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Okay. So anyway, I just wanted to bring that information to you to tell you this is the truth. This is the truth. And to separate the truth from the lies and the confusion that you are hearing out there, I just want you to know that this is what's going on. And a lot of what you are hearing is not the truth, okay? Just be able to differentiate between that. But again, for the people who are offended by this, for the way that I went about it, I apologize to you publicly. I think that was wrong. That was immature. That was irresponsible. I should have gone through Dr. Vine, get his permission and everything else. I totally agree with that. So I take full accountability and responsibility for that. I'm strong enough and big enough to apologize to you publicly. But as far as how Dr. Conrad Vine feels about it, these are his words. These are his words. You can keep selling it if you want to, even though I won't do it. But these are his words. I need to bring this to you out there and be very transparent as well. Thank you. Keep us in prayer. We got more coming your way. God bless you. By the way, sign up for our Zoom Bible study group, which is starting next week. But we have like one more night together because we're doing a prophecy series right now with amazing facts. And we are meeting again on Thursday of next week. And there's a flyer already below. So make sure you sign up for that. For those of you who want to connect and build relationships, you're looking for a place where we can meet together. This is a gathering. I don't call this some type of independent church. This is a Bible study group where we are meeting and we are connecting and studying the Bible together, praying for each other. And I tell you what, we are having an amazing relationship. The people that are already doing this with me, we are building relationships and they are happy people. We are praying for each other. We are updating each other on what's going on in our families, in our homes. And it's beautiful to watch. Beautiful to watch. Anyway, friends, much more could be said. Thank you once again for listening. God bless you. This is Advent Media Connect with Pastor James. Keep us in your prayer. I'll pray for you. I love you. You love me. And I pray that you will continue to be strong in the Lord in the power of his might. God is good all the time. Happy Sabbath to all of you as well. Have a good one. Bye.